Hello everyone. Well, I needed a charge cable for my phone, so I went to the dollar store to get that, and hopefully to find a padlock for $1, but they didn't have any. They just had a little cheap Chinese combination lock. So I got the charge cord, and then I thought, well, you know what? I'm going by a hardware store. Let me stop. So first I went to Wally World or Walmart, and I looked, and they had a $2 lock, but every manufacturer has brass padlocks, usually for weather resistance. You see them a lot in luggage and schools and lockers and little stuff like that. They're kind of neat to collect the different sizes. I didn't know Masterlock made a 130. This is a 140. It's a 4-pin. This is a Masterlock 150. It's a 5-pin. And this is a Masterlock Viewline. It's actually like a 3-pin. But here's a 130. And Ace Hardware, of course, has their 3 different sizes. These are all, like made in China, brass ones. But this one here, I went to see. It was the only one left, once again. And I was looking for an Ace Hardware branded one, but they were all out of my price range, which is pretty cheap right now. I don't have any money. So I did manage to get this for like $5. It was like $3 and something. It says that it's a pin tumbler cylinder for increased resistance to picking. Yeah, I guess so, compared to maybe a warded lock. And then over here, it's kind of hard to read. Double locking levers for superior, resistance to prying. And cut resistant 5mm hardened steel shackle. So, there you go. They laced embossed in there, hardened on it and everything. So let's see if I can bust this puppy open out of the package pick on a, admittedly very easy, but I mainly got it for adding to the collection here. Admittedly, I don't have a very big collection. And Locknoob did a very good video of opening different Masterlocks, how they're maligned and everything. Well, if it wasn't for like a Masterlock number 3, I wouldn't be into lock sport, because I was able to open it. And if it would have been like something super really hard, then I would have probably given up and gone into something else. So let's check this. The spitting is really terrible. I mean, you've got two, all I can think are those are overset traps in the middle here. This is ink once again on my fingers from my job. But so you've got, a relatively low pin, protected, I guess, by these overset traps, but it doesn't look very difficult. Let's give it a try here. I want to see if it is 3 pins. I'm looking in here, and it looks like it's 4 pins. This bitting here looks like 4 pins too. 1, 2, 3, 4. I thought they were going to, go in logical sequence. A Masterlock 130 has 3 pins, a 140 has 4, and a 150 has 5. But no, that's what you get for using logic. So there are your double shackles. Let's close this puppy up. Without further adoing, everybody always says that, so thought I would too. Let's look at what we've got here. I got a little short hook. I'm going to try a small. What you're looking for in your tension wrenches is something that allows the core to move but doesn't bind it up. And I usually go bottom of the keyway tension. Oh, I'm going to try, that was the really small one, which you hardly ever use, except for like in a different tensioning. And this is the standard size, the big one. And let's see if there's any security or anything like that, spools in there. Admittedly, I'm not a super great single pin picker, and this guy might put up a good fight here. We're already at 5 minutes from rambling on about a bunch of non-essential stuff. Whipped by a Masterlock 130, wouldn't that be funny? Well, you know, pretty ambitious to, I don't think I'm tensioning that right. Try to pick it out of the packet. See there, it's made in China. It's kind of hard to hold this thing right and tension it. I'm going to give it a little bit more tension than I would normally give a higher quality lock, but this guy could be. These little small ones have got a click there but no movement. Another click. Those overset traps might be working on me. You never know. I might have to go to the top of the keyway tension. I'm using this big ass tension wrench back there. I think it's 4 pins. Well, I already know from looking at the key, but it was really flat. So, I mean, if you look at that, then those guys should be raised up, right? So, we go down here. Sorry, I don't know if you can see all that. I'm starting at the back of the keyway and I'm trying to manipulate it up. I really thought this thing would have been open faster than this, but you know, as long as I don't violate my 10-minute rule, I'll show you how long it takes me to stumble through this stuff. I mean, I would fast forward and edit through this if I had that video editing stuff, but I don't. I'm operating off a phone. Maybe there's an Android app that works for that. But I'm not getting any movement on the core. I'm just playing with these different pins, and I'm not getting anything out of this. So it's a tiny little lock. You could probably take a nail file and work on it, even though it's hardened. And I know it's probably bypassable, but like I said, I'm just trying to do single pin picking, and even little small locks can give you a challenge. So watch it make me violate the 10-minute rule I've set for myself. There we go. Very good. I don't want to embarrass myself too much, but it did put up quite a bit of fight there. No, I didn't have camera shyness or nerves or anything like that. But once again, let's take a look at this bitting here. It's pretty flat. Alright, so if you think about it, my tension wrench is gobbling up this area right down here. And I insert my pick on basically, I'm usually going on this warding down here. So, if you look at a key, basically this one I don't have to lift up too much, but these two guys I have to lift almost all the way up to the top, and this one just a little bit more. So it should have been a fairly easy pick, and I'm reaching 9 minutes and 12 seconds, mainly from running my jaw and everything. But there you go, Masterlock number 3. Admittedly, they say it's not really high security, and it's made in China. 2 Masterlock's exclusive, sophisticated specifications. So there you go. Even on a budget, poor man's picking, you can do this. It's better to find these things or have somebody loan you one, or work in a job where they give you them when they find them lying around. That doesn't happen very often. Most times, I know I watched another YouTube video where somebody said they spent thousands of dollars, buying locks. So it's possible. I can't afford that. And this is what you encounter most of the time, is little cheap locks. So there you go. Masterlock 130, single pin picked, even though it took a while. Pretty good showing for a Masterlock. I hope everyone is having a good time and enjoying their day off. It's Saturday here in Texas, and I know Florida's getting pounded by a hurricane right now.